When temptation knocks at your door, prayer is your shield. It's not just a nice idea, it's a powerful weapon in your fight against lust, sin, and every temptation that tries to pull you away from God. So, when temptation comes, remember this: you don't have to fight it alone. In Matthew 26:41, Jesus says, "Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Jesus knew exactly how powerful temptation could be. He understood the struggle between our spirit, which wants to do what is right, and our flesh, which is weak and often led astray. But in this verse, he gives us the solution: prayer. Prayer is not just a religious ritual or something we do out of habit. Prayer is a lifeline. It's a direct connection to God that gives us the strength we need to overcome the things that want to drag us down. Jesus didn't just say pray because it's nice. He said it because prayer is powerful. Imagine you're facing a temptation, whether it's lustful thoughts, a desire to cheat, or even giving in to anger. In those moments, the last thing your flesh wants to do is pray. But that's when prayer becomes your most powerful tool. When you pray, you invite God into the situation. You acknowledge that on your own, you're weak, but with God, you are strong. Let me give you a practical example. Think about a time when you've been in a situation where temptation was strong. Maybe it was a moment when your mind was being pulled in a wrong direction, or when you were tempted to compromise your values. You know that moment when everything in you says, just give in. But what if, in that very moment, you paused and prayed? Instead of giving in, you turn your focus to God, asking for His strength and His help to overcome the temptation. You call out to Him, remembering that He has already given you the victory through Jesus Christ. Prayer reminds you that you don't have to face temptation alone. God is with you, and His strength is greater than anything you're facing. I'll share a story with you. There was a man who struggled with lustful thoughts. Every time he'd be alone or in a weak moment, he would feel tempted to look at things that he knew weren't honoring to God. It was a constant battle. But one day, he decided to do something different. Instead of just fighting in his own strength, he started to pray right when the temptation came. Every time those thoughts came, he would pray something simple like, "God, help me, give me the strength to turn away from this. I want to honor you, not my flesh." And you know what happened? Slowly but surely, those temptations lost their grip. Not because he was perfect, but because he had invited God into the struggle. Prayer became his shield against temptation. Now, I'm not saying that every battle will be won in an instant. Temptation can still come, and it might feel strong. But remember this: when you pray, you invite God's power into your life. You tap into a strength that is greater than anything the enemy can throw at you. And over time, you will see victories, small and large, as you continually turn to God in prayer. Friend, temptation will always be a part of life, but you are not powerless in the face of it. God has given you a powerful weapon: prayer. Jesus didn't just say, "Watch and pray," because it sounded good. He said it because he knew prayer would give us the strength to stand strong in moments of weakness. When you face temptation, remember this: prayer is not a last resort, it's your first line of defense. In the moment when temptation feels like it's winning, take a step back, breathe, and pray. God is faithful, and He will always help you when you call on His name. If you believe that prayer has the power to help you overcome temptation, pray with me now. Comment Amen if you believe that prayer can protect you, strengthen you, and lead you to victory over every temptation. God is faithful to answer your prayers. He will not leave you alone in your struggle. Stay strong, keep praying, and watch God move in your life. Type Amen if you believe in the power of prayer to guard your heart and protect your life.